Hey guys, if you missed the live stream earlier today, Jason Blundell was on stage at E3 talking about past, present, and future zombies. The live stream was just a little bit under an hour. If you guys didn't want to watch the whole thing, I've got the best highlights here where he talks about the 4th Zombies map being a remake of 5 called Classified. He goes over past and future Easter eggs, and he also talks about BO4 Zombies' new perk system and new loadout system. In this live interview, they didn't show any new trailers or anything like that, so what they're playing in the background is the existing trailers that they've already shown for Black Ops 4 Zombies. But I'll let you guys watch the best parts of the live stream, and then at the end I want to talk a little bit about our new perk system.
You'll go fill in at some point. We've also had some really great celeb cameos over the years. That's one of sort of my favorite moments, or some of the talent that comes in. Again, you know, Black Ops has had some great talent in the main game, but Zombies you have as well. Any favorites?
Bless you.
Thank you.
My one, I'm going to go with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah.
Jeff was
totally
a force of nature. So normally when you do VO recording, someone kind of goes in the booth, you're sitting out there with your audio director, and they'll read the line, and then they'll do it 3 times, then you say, I'll take the B take, or I'll take the A take. Yeah. Jeff came in, and we just let it run. Because he was, you know, he'd just kind of warm in and he'd be like, yes, well, yes, the shield is quicker than the eye, and just kind of do it like a couple of times, right? And he would just go there, and then he would read the next person's lines as well. Yeah. Well, what has my wife done? You know, just start
That's
going
what needs
for
to be released.
Yeah, and it was so good that
Mm-hmm.
we just couldn't call takes.
Yeah.
So he was absolutely amazing.
You also announced you're doing a 4th map, Classified, right?
Yes.
With the cartridge.
Come on.
All right, getting to the questions you guys want to hear. So, break it down. What can you tell us?
What can I tell you?
Unclassified.
The clues in the title.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be based in the Pentagon.
Nice.
Okay.
And it's
This guy just gave him a shake. Was that your guess? Okay, there's a bet. What was the bet?
Which crew then?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one?
No, it's set.
Okay, let me tell you this
Wow.
one.
Okay.
So it's the original crew.
Damn.
So it's the Ultimus gang. So Black Ops 4 is going to have our Primus crew in there, and then also our Ultimus crew and our new gang as well.
Wow.
So
All right, Jason.
and that's gonna set up some of the craziness that we saw in 5. You know, why did that happen? How did they get there? All that kind of good stuff. And
Can we get a trailer?
it's a wonderful style. We're kind of approaching it in a very unique way artistically.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it also kind of folds into all those kind of mechanisms that we talked about on the reveal, so the kind of custom mutations and so forth. All that stuff then works as well. So every map that we're doing all works with the challenger system and so forth. So not only is it a kind of brand new take on that part of the storyline, and obviously a joy to go back and update it and modernize it, but it's a new part in the story also.
And it's, you know, that's what's fun. Are there any Easter eggs that have not been found?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Your task is at hand.
Something good, not just be
Can
like
you tell us
vague.
which game?
No.
Come on.
Well, here's the thing. So there's a whole bunch that haven't been found, and there's a bunch that they haven't got through it yet. But but when we get to the end, so I try to have a careful relationship with the community, which is close enough but not too close.
Okay.
Because if you get too close, then you're just following what they're asking for.
Yes.
But you want to be aware. You don't want to be deaf to it. So trying to be you know, questions that get asked and say, okay, which one, you know, where's the Easter eggs you haven't found? I like to be a little bit more separated, and then I'll have people on the team tell me, like, oh, they haven't found that one yet. I'm like, okay, excellent, okay.
But I'm just curious, like, are there dozens of things out there still, or I mean, what's?
No.
On the different ones, there's, you know, as little as kind of like a handful up to a couple of handfuls.
So vague. So a handful. So 5, at least 5.
I didn't say how amputated the hand was. But it's part of my shtick now is to give nondescript answers to questions.
No, look, but that's part of the fun, I guess.
Yeah.
And now, you know, when you go into something like Black Ops 4, how, you know, the Easter eggs, how big of a conversation is it about, you know, how convoluted ARG-like these things are going to be?
It's a combination, right? So we'll engage with different departments, different groups, and talk about where we're hiding things. Especially now that we're telling a new story. We've got a brand new story now in Black Ops 4. When we get to the end of the previous story, we were putting more things in ciphers, making it a lot harder because each one could give so much gold, even a small amount. Yeah. But when you go to a new story, then it's almost like a rewinding the mentality back to the beginning, where it's a bit more overt about the story because you want to get people vested and into what's going on, all this kind of stuff. So the mentality has changed as well. Yeah. Well, something like a Blood of the Dead, so forth. You can go a little bit more hardcore because there's fans who will be really wanting to know the smallest little bit. So kind of combining it and talking about different techniques, whether it be in an animation or be it a sound Easter egg. And sound, being there from the very beginning, has a very special place in my heart. The kind of sound Easter eggs or the audio ones, because that's where they first came from. Those ideas, those recordings, hidden, that you press X on something that we wouldn't tell you, and then some audio log would play. Going into the new story, I like the idea that we kind of roll back to that mentality again.
Yeah, no, it's something about that. So we want to take a look now at the video question from a fan on Facebook.
We could submit questions.
So my question is basically, will any of the previous Zombies lore tie in to the new game? Any of the story continuation or even references to the existing lore, since it was such a great story?
Wonderful question. Yes, that'll be tied into Blood of the Dead.
Okay.
So Blood of the Dead carries on that story. That was easy. I got away with that one.
I
thought that was going to be a hard one.
With a whole map of theories, and asking you to confirm X, Y, and Z on the timeline.
Yeah. Blood is. I won't say anything more on where that fits in, but it's. Yes, it's carrying on that story. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I think we have another one. Second question. A fan over at the convention center.
Hi, I was wondering if you ever see yourself introducing zombies into the Battle Royale mode as something that might distinguish you from other games that are coming out with Battle Royale modes.
All right, get some Blackout scoop. Here we go. Don't tell Vaughn.
I would. I'm going to use my catch-all answer, which is never say never.
Yes. Any teases you can sort of tell us about, when we'll hear more or the next sort of phase of information on zombies?
So the next time we'll be talking, it will be at Comic-Con.
Okay.
So we're going to go to Comic-Con, be chatting there. Yeah. But because we knew you were going to come along today and have the chat with you, there's a couple extra little things that I thought I'd talk about.
You guys into that? Pays to stick around until the end of the panel.
So we talked about maps, and we mentioned that, and obviously introduced a new storyline, and we talked about, I think, custom mutations. We talked about that a little bit. I thought I'd mention a couple of new mechanics or twists on mechanics that the audience might find interesting. So for the first time, we're going to give a choice for your starting weapon. So you get to select your starting weapon before you start the map. You'll also be able to select your own special equipment as well to kind of go into the map before you start.
For everything.
For everything. And then you'll also be able to select your special weapon, which you'll be able to upgrade and move through as you're kind of playing the game. And then as a final point, you'll also be able to choose your what we're calling perk vapors, of which there'll be over 10 different kind of perk vapors, and you'll be able to assign them into the world. So rather than having your kind of perk machine that's just kind of static and staying there, now players will be able to kind of choose what combination of things and how to set it up into the map to change the way the map is played and what abilities and skills they can then have. Wow. So there's a couple of mechanics there.
I was going to say, so this is definitely...
That's an exclusive for you there.
Thank you there. I appreciate it. I like those. That's amazing. I mean, it feels like that's going to obviously, allow so much more customization. I mean, you load out effectively when you're kind of...
And that's the kind of thing which is, when we're talking about, the most deepest customizable game we've created, that's part of it, right? Taking all the things which are kind of static or predictable and then giving the players the choice. So not only the choice for me as an individual, but if we're playing together, what's the combination of things that we're taking? And that's part of the strategy you're taking to defeat a map or get an advantage on a map as well.
Wow.
So it was really cool to hear about the new perk system. He said that they're going to be perk vapors. So we're not going to have sodas anymore. We're going to be breathing in a vapor that I'm assuming is created from alchemy. You can see that scene right there in the 9 trailer. So in the new zombie story for BO4, alchemy is what is going to be the magic that's going to drive everything, just like Element 115 did in the previous story. Another thing that he said that was interesting was that we're going to get some more information about zombies during July's Comic-Con. That starts on the 19th. This is most likely where we're going to get our first teaser trailer or full trailer for the remake of 5, which is called Classified. And just recently, Avenged Sevenfold made an announcement saying that they are creating a new song for Black Ops 4, and a lot of us are assuming that it's for zombies. They also announced in a live interview that we're going to be able to hear the song in July. So it's all matching up that we're going to hear the song in July. It's probably going to be with a Classified trailer, and they're going to show it during Comic-Con. But I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.